Welcome to the Catholic Life Coach Podcast. My name is Carla Fitz. I'm a certified life coach, wife, and mom of two beautiful little girls. My hope for this podcast is to offer support and empower other Catholic women to live their most authentic life. To share life coaching tools from a Catholic perspective in order to help you live a more fulfilling life filled with peace, joy, and abundance. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to this episode. I'm so blessed and so thankful to be here with you guys. It has been over a month and a half since I recorded a podcast. So when these episodes are coming out, they're actually coming out like a month later. I have to share that when I first started the podcast, this was my goal. Like, I'm going to be so far ahead and have a bunch of podcasts recorded and scheduled. And I thought that would be the dream. Turns out that it was not. I don't like it. I actually really, really enjoy creating the podcast as I am going because it creates to me this connection between you guys and my life where I'm going through what I'm going through in my season in my life. And I love that it connects with you guys. And so for right now, I will continue to create these podcasts this way just because baby's coming. And like I said, because you are hearing these podcasts like a month later, I most likely already had my baby. Not my most likely, I for sure will have my baby, God willing. In fact, this morning, I'm recording this episode on September 9th. I found out that I'm going to be induced next Monday, so September 16th, as long as baby doesn't decide to come ahead of time, and which, by the way, pray that I do. It's going to be an interesting adventure. And in case you can't tell, I am exhausted. I'm in the season of life where I can't sleep very well. Everything hurts. I can't walk in peace. I can't cook in peace. I can't even sit here in peace. So, and the thing is, like, I know that when baby comes, I'm only going to get more tired. Or at least it's going to be a different kind of tired because at least he won't be inside of me, right? Like, yes, it's 50-50. There's going to be good things. Plus, I'll get to see my baby and kiss him, and I'm so excited for that. But all of this time, I have been really thinking about how important it is to recognize that it is not our timing, it's God's timing. I think so often we want to find out. Often we want to know how things are going to work out, when things are going to work out. For me, this baby tried to come at 31 weeks, and starting then, I started having an insane amount of uncertainty. That's the reason why I created the podcast of uncertainty, how to deal with uncertainty. If you have not checked that one out, go back and listen to it because it was very, very good. And it was true. It was something that I was really experiencing, and I love sharing those moments with you guys. For me, when I became a life coach, I started processing struggles and difficulties and emotions in a very different way. But one of the emotions that I think is still difficult to manage is not knowing the how, not knowing how things are going to pan out, not knowing if they're going to pan out. The unknown is very uncomfortable. And I think what we do is we try to predict as much as we can. We want to know how things are going to work out or if they're going to work out. But the thing is, sometimes it's not about if, it's about when. I think when we commit to a goal, to a dream, to a lifestyle, things are going to take time. And we have to be committed to that's where we are headed. I think the biggest piece of advice that I received was get clear on what it is you want. God is placing the desires in your heart. Identify them. Get clear. What is it that He's asking you to go after? Is it your health? Is it your family? Is it time for yourself? Is it healing the past? Is it healing your thoughts and your relationship with yourself? Is it a new dream, a new goal? Is it healing your marriage? Right? When we have a desire in our hearts and we are jumping into something new or we are changing something, our immediate thought or reaction is to think, well, if it works soon, then it's meant to be. If I change and if I stick to something quick, then it's meant to be. When in reality, it takes recognizing that desire first. It takes committing to it. It takes taking action towards it. And it takes trust towards it. Because sometimes and most of the time, when it's God's desire for your heart and for your life, it's going to take time. And most likely, it's not going to be your timing. Most likely is going to be longer than you are expecting. It doesn't mean that it's just crazy long, it's just longer than you are expecting. I think in the long term, we tend to underestimate what we can achieve. And in the short term, we tend to overestimate what we can achieve. But the thing is, if we trust that God is guiding us, that He's in charge, if we are able to learn to trust, to surrender, to let go, to hold on to the dream, to the promise, without holding on to the timing, it's a lot more enjoyable. The time also goes by faster. I always think of my girls when they're hungry, example. They're like, oh my goodness, mom, I'm so hungry. When are we going to eat? And if their mind is focused on their hunger, on what it is they want, and they want it now, they can't focus on anything else. But when they trust that food is coming, it's on their way, they can focus on the now, what it is they have in front of them. Is it toys? Is it a book? Is it drawing? They can focus on that. And what happens? All of a sudden, the food is ready. And you have been taking each and every step, and you've been doing the one thing that God has you doing right now, in this moment, rather than being so focused on the future, rather than being so focused on what you don't have right now. Trusting. This is a process of trusting, of healing, because we need to know that God is leading us there for a purpose, for a reason. I always love also the quote of, what is for me will not pass me by. I think the mistake that we make often and what causes an insane amount of pain in our hearts, in our minds, and even our bodies is that we are afraid of missing out. We are afraid of, oh my goodness, if I don't take this step now or yesterday, I'm missing it. Is the fear of missing out, but also the regret of not having done it sooner. But when you remember that what is for you is not going to pass you by, when you know that God is leading you, when you start taking steps in the right direction, one step at a time, it doesn't have to be a million steps at a time, just one step, what's right in front of you. You will start to put into practice trusting God's timing. You will always find out that His timing is not just perfect, it's the best one. I think often we think, oh man, but if I miss it, it's gonna get there late. Or if I don't do this now, and we have this sense of rush and not necessarily urgency, because urgency can be a good thing, but it's more of a sense of if I don't do it now, I will never have it. And please don't confuse this with taking actions yourself. When God is putting a step in front of you and you are saying, yeah, God, but no, that's different. Okay, because that's when we need to practice obedience. But when you are taking those steps, when you are taking care of yourself, know that that goal, that dream, that vision will come into play. It will come true. And it's not going to be the way you expected it, how you expected it, or when you expected it. It's going to be 100 times better. Last year, and I've shared this with you guys, my husband and I started in a journey towards working remotely, towards traveling with our girls more often. And our desire is still to the day to travel full time, at least for a few months to try it out. And my vision was last October, we would be leaving, we would sell our house and go. And we had a sense of rush. Like, it's like, no, we got to do it now. It's now or never. And also, I remember a time where I was in prayer and I just kept having this feeling of not yet. Like, don't sell the house yet. Maybe in the future, but right now, don't. And October happened, November happened, December happened, and I was like, I missed it. I missed my opportunity. Maybe that's not what God wanted for me, but the desire just kept growing in my heart. And even today, sitting here sharing this with you, there is a part of me that's still like, when is this gonna happen? But what I found out in January was that I was pregnant. God had the better plan. I would have never, ever imagined that I would be having this little boy. This is what I always wanted. I always wanted two girls and my boy. And being here at my house, pregnant, uncomfortable, exhausted, I cannot tell you how convinced I feel that God's timing, God's plan, God's way is perfect, is the best outcome. It is hard to wait. It's frustrating to wait. But when you know and you trust that every single step is happening for you, not against you, it's so much more calm. You are not in so much of a rush. You're able to be present in your life the way it is today, while still trusting that that dream, that vision, that desire will come into fruition in God's perfect timing. My loves, it is not our timing. It is not our way. It is not our how. It's His. It's for His glory. It's for His purpose. It's for His plans. And that desire will come into fruition in His timing. I really hope that you found this helpful. I'm sending you all so much love ahead of time. Or late. I don't even know how to time this anymore. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to start recording these podcasts again weekly for you. It's gonna be amazing and so much fun. I love you all. I hope you have a blessed rest of your week. And until next time, God bless. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to be part of this community. If you are enjoying these episodes, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that you are notified the next time the episodes come out. Also, right now, I have some spots open to work with me one-on-one. This program will change your life. I 100% believe that without God, we can't. But without us, God won't. I will help you step into your power. I will help you take the actions that you need to take in order for you to create the most fulfilling and aligned life. A life that feels aligned with you and with God. And that life is available to you right now. Check the link in the description to reserve a time to chat with me. I will see you then.